Sung Suho landed safely, his 11-inch foot imprinting on one of the hunters of the Hyenas Guild. The shadows just stood there dumbfounded, wondering what happened to sneaking in unnoticed. Beru just sighed as he said, like father, like son. The hunters were surprised and shocked as they saw Suho, an intruder, having knocked out one of their companions with one move. Suho, absolutely controlled by his battle instinct, turned back to see the remaining members. "Who the hell are you?" shouted one of the members, which jolted back Suho from his combat instinct trance, terrified as he didn't expect to jump in without any regard for his safety. Suho knew that trespassing a guild's territory was illegal, wondering what to do. But a realization came through his mind as he used shadow manipulation, as he made a shadow mask for himself and asked the Hyena Guild members why they were threatening people and questioned how they ran things here. The guards weren't happy as the mysterious masked man before them, Suho, questioned them in their territory after attacking them. As they charged forward ready to kill Suho, unleashing their attacks, which seemed quite slow for Suho, he dodged their attacks easily. Suhon, having done research, knew the rank of the Hyena Guild members was D rank, and Sugo thought he should hold back a bit. Bro said holding back as he unleashed a concussion of a punch to one of the hunters who flew away back to the group. The body passed through the group, crushing to the main force at the back, sending them flying. This made the charging hunters frozen in fear and terrified. The two frozen in fear hunters saw Suho's 11-inch foot approaching like a bullet and with great force. Suho split-kicked both of them with great force. Even I, the narrator, don't think this person is holding back. Beru, deeply focused watching Suho fight, was proud that now so-called D-rank hunters were no longer a threat for Suho. Beru, watching the young child who he had raised long ago, was growing to the levels of his master, made him so proud. Suho tied up the beaten-up hunters. That was quite a splendid finish. Young master praised Beru. The trafficked people thanked Suho for helping them. They were all terrified and seriously injured. Sugo told them to leave, as he will take care of the matters from here now on. As the trafficked people left with a truck, Suho asked why the Hyena Guild would be kidnapping people. Crimson Blade called Suho, notifying him that he felt the dungeon nearby warehouse. Suhob walking in to check it out. But the scene before Suho almost made him lose all reason, as he saw a bunch of cages with torture chambers, and Sugo realized that the captured prisoners were sedated and induced with drugs. Beru told Suho he sensed a faint aura. As they approached the area Beru had pointed, they heard whimpers coming from the cage. Suho saw an injured puppy in a much worse condition. This made Suho question what the Hyena Guild was up to. "You idiot tyrant," Crimson Blade said, "that is a young wolf, and that cub is the heir of the King of Animals, the Monarch of Fangs." After the Monarch of Fangs' defeat, he evacuated his heir to a sanctuary along with a guardian, and the Monarch of Fangs hoped his heir would rise and continue his bloodline. The Crimson Blade even accepted that he even did not think there would be a successor of the Monarch of Fang. And all he wanted to do was keep his bloodline alive. Suho listened as he carefully held the wolf cub. Beru agreed that he could sense the faint aura of the Monarch of Fangs. As he asked Sugo what they will do next. But heavy footsteps sounded to come from behind as the approaching being did not sound human. The group knew that everyone was knocked out and unconscious. Suho, using shadow manipulation, felt his senses scream danger as the thing he saw was a magical beast. The Hyena Guild turned out to be useless idiots. "I knew humans weren't trustworthy," said the magical beast. "Brock, you alive?" said he. Crimson Blade, "Wait, you know that creature?" asked Suho. "Of course I do. He is the guardian I mentioned." "It has been a long time. The red Crimson Blade seems you survived as well," Brock said in an evil tone. "Brock, you haven't forgotten the task given to you. What have you been doing all this time? How could you let this happen to the heir?" "What the hell," said Brock. He is gazing at Suho, and with an instant he was before him with blood oozing from him. "Human, how dare you lay your hands on what is mine?" As he snatched the wolf cub from Suho, he was now very alert, as the speed Broken shown was beyond him for his species. With great force, Brock used the wolf cub as a weapon to smack Suho away with devastating force, sending Suho shooting away like a cannonball, crushing back into everything in his path and stopping into a container with great impact. Baru quickly rushed towards Suho, calling out his name as the trail Suho had left was so devastating. Baru worried and asked Suho if he was all right. Suho, having focused on himself, woke up and said, "Out of all hits, this one hurts him the most." His head was bleeding, and the shadow mask was wearing off. Suho, having sustained the impact, his skill tenacity leveled up, and his physical defense went up from 20% to 40%. Baru told Suho the strange aura he has been sensing since they arrived. He had just realized that the aura belonged to Itarim. These words made Suho's mind go blank once again, as his battle instinct kicked in. "I can feel the aura of Itarim from that beast." Red Crimson Blade asked if Brock knew the consequences of doing things to the heir of the Monarch of Fangs. Brock asked Red Crimson Blade how he thinks he manages to keep his strength even after the sanctuary. It was the survival of the fittest, and that the survival of the weak depends on the strong. As the weak are the nourishment of the strong, even if he is the son of the monarch's bloodline. And even so, that was truly excellent nutrients. So that's why I have been feeding on this rat of an heir, drinking his blood red crimson, swears to slay Brock by his own hand. This made Brock laugh menacingly as he shoves off Red Crimson Blade words as a bluff with no actions. "And the monarch's death proved to be his weakness," said Brook as he continued. "I have managed to survive till now. This proves I, Brook, am the strongest." And before Broken could continue, something passes through him. He narrowly dodges the attack. Brock was alert as he had realized he was cut and that wasn't possible by any hunters he ever came across. Baru had quickly reduced the wolf cub. Blue striking light returned to Suho as it was the Red Crimson Blade which Suho had used commander's authority on it. Suho agreed with the Red Crimson Blade as they have a common enemy now, and this will be their first battle against a common enemy. Itarim Suho, looking at the furious Brook, he knew that he was the first clue to guide him to his father. "How dare you! I will kill you! Maggots!" shouted Brock, as when he opens his eye, there was a mysterious symbol on it. A new notification arrived as the quest was urgent and was to hunt the hyena Brock and also ensure their safety. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Our goal is 10 likes and 100 views for the next part, so let us make it happen. Also, if you want early access to new videos, consider joining our channel membership. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.